The average college graduate these days carries about $30,000 in debt. As a result, the student loan default rate has reached 13.7%. Fox UP's Kelsey Nemisto has more. Kelsey?
Yes, Ben, the default rate in recent years has fueled debate over the value of a college degree and the tendency of students at some schools to take on too much debt. Last year, Northern Michigan University's default rate was just under 11%, but the irony of it is that there are so many options for students who are in danger of defaulting.
There's several consequences of defaulting on student loans, and students need to avoid that.
In 2013, 1 in 10 student loan borrowers defaulted on their federal student loans within the first 2 years. This is the highest default rate since 1995, according to the Department of Education.
If you're in default on a student loan, there's some programs that you aren't even eligible for until you clean that up. I mean, so if you wanted to come and get a mortgage, and you wouldn't be able to proceed with the mortgage until that was put back into a satisfactory status.
Every student enters repayment on their loans once they either graduate, discontinue their education, or fall below half-time enrollment. And unless you work out a repayment plan with your financial servicer, you could easily default.
They can work with students to take a look at tools such as forbearances and deferments, hardship deferments, or maybe just making a change to the payment plan, extending out the amount, the length of the repayment plan, and therefore reducing the loan amount.
But even though options for repayment are plentiful, employment opportunities are not. And if a student graduates with thousands in debt but cannot get a job, there's even help with that.
Repayment options range from anywhere from 10 years to 25 years in straight repayment. Or if the student is having significant problems pulling together payments, they can also work with the federal servicer to arrange an income payment, a payment based around their income level.
Keeping your student loans in check and making payments on time is not only important, it's crucial to your financial future. If you do default on a loan, consequences can include the loss of all financial aid in the future, being sent to collections, and a very low credit score.
Missing a payment, will have a significant impact on credit right away, and then it will slowly build back up. But every time that you do that, it has a negative impact again. So one payment, 2 missed payments, 3 missed payments, it can be very hard to recover. And today, everything is credit score driven.
Now, the big thing to remember, communication is key. Working with your financial advisor and continuing to do so after graduation is how you can get your repayment plan under control and in harmony with your budget. Ben?
Now, one of the questions is how much do people have to repay per month? What's the right amount?
Well, any amount, the more you can pay, the better. But I've heard in the financial aid office payments as low as $20 a month, mostly $40 a month is kind of average. So really anything you can pay, and you can always work out a plan with your financial advisor if you can't even make that.
Yeah, and the payments establish credit. So.
Yes.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelsey.